Next up, we have the highly anticipated rematch between Zhang Weili and Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Joanna holds the record for the longest reigning champion in the women's strawweight division and is now tied for the most title fights in the UFC's women's divisions with Amanda Nunes. So Zhang Weili, she became China's first UFC champion in 2019 with a stunning first-round finish of Jessica Andrade. And in 2020, Weili defended her title against Joanna in what went down in history as one of the greatest fights the UFC has ever seen. This rematch is sure to be nothing short of incredible. So I believe we will begin taking questions for Weili and Joanna in just a second. And I think Mike Bond from MMA Junkie has us geared up to go. He's first once again. Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Great. I guess just first of all, for both of you, finally getting this rematch, what's kind of your thoughts on it? And I guess what do you want to be different this time around in terms of how the fight plays out? I guess we can start with Zhang since I see her there first.
我挺期待这场二番战的，因为就是第一次的时候，我跟Joanna我们俩打了一个最精彩的一次比赛，所以我觉得二番战应该也会非常的好看，因为这2年的时间我们大家都进化了很多，我觉得这是肯定会是一场非常精彩的比赛。
For the last fight, it was a really good fight, one of the greatest female UFC fight in the history. So I think the second fight will be a really good one too. I think we improve a lot during this duration, so I think it's gonna be one of the best fights.
And the same for Joanna.
What was the question?
You're finally getting this rematch, Joanna. Obviously, the first fight was an epic. Just give me your thoughts on running it back, and what do you need to do different this time around to make it a different fight?
I need to be smarter. I'm very happy for the comeback. I'm very happy to get my second fight with Weili Zhang and go for the belt right after. So, last fight was very close, and the decision could go either way. I felt like I did enough in the first fight. She was the champion that time, so sometimes you have to do more to beat the champion. But I feel like I gave all I had in Vegas in March 2020. So we working on some things. We sharpening my tools. I just need to stay calm, smarter, bring all my tools to the octagon June 11 in Singapore. That's it. And I will win. I will get this victory and go for the belt right after.
And the expectations are going to be so high for this rematch, Joanna, just based on what happened the first time around. Do you want to go through a similar fight like that? Or do you think the fact that, it's different stakes, 3 rounds, it kind of is going to change the outlook of the fight completely?
I'm very gifted athlete, and for me it doesn't matter if we go 3, 5 or 10 rounds. It doesn't matter to me. I'm always putting on a hell of a performance every single day at American top team, so I'm always ready for everything and anything. Weili Zhang is such a great athlete. She's the former champion. She's one of the greatest, very tough physically, mentally. She has so many weapons, but I'm the GOAT of this division. Maybe I'm not the champ right now, and I lost the belt a few years ago, but I know my legacy, and I know where the mistakes were made, and I'm ready to be back right to the top very soon this year.
And Dana White saying on Saturday night after Carla Esparza defeated Rose Namajunas that this was likely going to be a #1 contender fight now, and the winner fights for the belt. How does that change your motivation going into this fight? And I guess also if you could just give me some thoughts on how that fight played out between Rose and Carla.
Was it a question to me?
Yeah, for you first, and then the same to Zhang after.
The thing is, like, before I accept the fight with Weili Zhang, I knew that I was going to fight for the belt, and after the first fight with Weili Zhang, I knew that I was going to be the next one in line. Sometimes it takes time. There are another girls who has to fight. for the belt as well, but I just wanted to be back. And here we go, we have a big fight. It's fighting Weili Zhang for the second time is a big motivation for me, because I can be better every single day. I can get back to the gym every single day. For every training session, I train from 2 to 3, even 4 times a day. I'm so focused and motivated, and I'm just getting better, but I don't know. I feel and I know that it's the right time, and I'm in the right place to be back right to the top, to having this belt. And I don't know, like, this is a tough business, and I feel so sorry for Rose, and she doesn't have to be sorry. And it's a tough business. It looks easy, and that's the craziest about this sport. It's the beauty of this sport, that we perform, we train, we do the weight cuts, we don't see our families, friends for a long time, and sometimes when you step into the octagon, it's not your night. And I took a big losses in my fighting career, but it doesn't define you, you have to keep your head up, change some things, and get back right to the top. It's taking a while, but I'm super motivated, disciplined, and ready for my upcoming fight with Weili Zhang.
Okay, I think we'll go on to the next set of questions. They're from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
Hey, Joanna. Just to kind of follow up on that, I know you had a different opinion of what you thought was going to happen in the Rose Namajunas-Carla Esparza fight. Were you surprised the fight played out that way?
Oh man, I was very surprised, because sometimes you have to do more. You have to do much more to beat the champion, but I can speak for myself. I can't speak for Rose. I don't know what happened, but when you feel that the first round wasn't good and the second, you have to do something. Sometimes you have to risk to get the victory, even paying a big price. But I don't know what happened, I till the end of the fight, I thought that Rose got it, but no. And here we go. Like Carla, I really thought she was going to look better, and I was like, oh, this girl deserved the title shot. She had so many win streak, she has, but for me, she looked the same as 7 years ago when we fought for the belt in Dallas. And history likes to make a circle, and soon to be the champ.
You already knew that, a win here would probably get you a title shot, but now we, kind of know that also because you have a dominant win over Carla Esparza, so it kind of helps, build the anticipation for that. Does that change your perspective on the rematch with Weili in terms of the pressure, in terms of the expectations you have for yourself, just knowing, what is next?
Of course, I know the price, and I know who I am, how big my legacy is. Like I have received so many messages from Polish people, like people from all over the world after the fighting weekend, and they're like, some of them, they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was hating on you because you took a few losses, but you're the real GOAT. I didn't know you were holding the belt for such a long time. And that's the thing, people are like, you are not the queen anymore. Yes, I'm the queen of the strawweight division. I put on a hell of a work and lots of effort into building this division. It's the lightest division in the UFC, but people love watching the strawweights, and we always put on great fights. Me, Weili Zhang, Rose, and other girls as well. And but I feel we spoke just a few days ago, and after this weekend, I feel even more motivated. I'm tired because I have been training so hard for my fight with Weili Zhang since January. I got back to American Top Team in the middle of January, and I've been training from 11 till 13 times a week in last 4 months. And man, I'm tired. But after this weekend, so before that, before the weekend, I was like, no, I need to make some adjustments in my training schedule. But man, after what I have seen at the UFC 274, I'm more motivated, and I just want to do more to win, to clearly win at the UFC 275 with Weili Zhang. What is not going to be easy, but to get this victory and go for the belt, and bring light on this division again, because since I lost the belt in 2017 to Rose Namajunas via knockout, I had very close second fight with her, very good fight with Michelle Waterson, Tisha Torres, very close fight with Weili Zhang, and I always bring this extra light, extra attention, extra energy into the octagon, into the strawweight division. There is so many upcoming prospects you have been talking about. We can see, but when they get to the top three, me, Rose, Weili, there's no more prospects. That's why there's so many rematches in this division, because me, Weili, Rose, we all can be the champions again.
Thank you, Joanna.
All right, up next, Nick Atkin from SCMP.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Cool. This one is for Weili. There's been a lot of talk about maybe making this fight 5 rounds. I know Joanna would like to have 5 rounds. Would you prefer if this fight was 5 rounds, or are you happy with the 3 rounds?
No, she turned down the fight a month ago, so she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to go 5 rounds.
All right. Weili, what do you say to that?
我觉得5个回合其实3个回合都差不多，但是只是方法不一样而已。因为我不知道那是不是因为我们不是冠军赛，而且我觉得没有那个就是不是头条去打5个的吧，所以我也不知道那个就是他说的要打5个是什么，是要UFC这样破吗，还是要怎么样？
So personally, I think there's no big difference between 3 rounds or 5 rounds. So, because we are not the main event and we are not the title event, so I think the 3 rounds or 5 rounds is really a similar game, and only the difference is gonna be on the strategy part.
Clever
and
answer.
we heard. Sorry, go ahead.
Smart answer.
Okay. We heard from Joanna as well about the Namajunas Esparza fight. I just wanted to get Weili's thoughts as well. Was Weili surprised at the outcome, and does this now maybe open the path to another title shot for Weili, given the 2 losses to Namajunas? Maybe if she beats Joanna, this might be easier for her to get another title shot.
我觉得这是我跟Joanna的机会，这也是我们俩肯定希望看到的结果。我觉得他们比赛，我觉得可能 Rose 的心理负担太大了，所以但是这个结果对我跟Joanna是好的，我们都希望看到这样的结果，然后也有机会去重新挑战冠军。
I think for me and Joanna, for both of us, that's a good opportunity. For Rose's performance, I think she's too pressured during the fight, but the result is good for me and Joanna. I think we have a chance to challenge the title again.
And Weili, you've taken your training camp to Phuket in Thailand with Bang Tao, Muay Thai and MMA. What's it been like working with Josh Hinger and George Hickman, Frank Hickman?
感觉很好，然后教练教了我很多很好的摔法，然后我觉得收很多。
It's really good. I studied a lot. The coaches teach me a lot, different kind of takedowns. I got a lot of new knowledge.
And sorry if I have time. Finally, just I know it's some tough times back home in China. People going through some tough times with COVID. There's some lockdowns. Do you have a message for the people of China, and are you hoping to inspire them with a victory here?
我觉得通过大家不懈的努力，我觉得不管是疫情也好，比赛也好，所有的困难也好，大家都会战胜的。所以我觉得加油，一起加油。
I think if we make the effort, not even in the event, in the fight, or about the COVID situation, we will beat them. So let's go.
Well, thank you very much.
I guess we're going to wrap up there. Ladies, we appreciate it so much. We cannot wait for the rematch of that incredible fight. One of the greatest things that ever happened inside the octagon. Thank you very much for your time. We will see you in Singapore for UFC 275.
Thank you.